Hi there, and welcome to today's Coolest Projects webinar, where we are going to talk about all things web. We've got Mr. C, who is here hiding at the moment, and I'm going to bring him on in a minute to take you through an incredible web project that you can make yourself, which is absolutely perfect for entering into Coolest Projects, either an event or our online showcase. But before we get started with that, I am just going to talk to you a little bit about Coolest Projects. You might know a lot about this, you might not know anything at all, so I'm just going to take you through what Coolest Projects is and what you can do, how to get involved. So, Coolest Projects, at its most basic, is an amazing celebration of young people and the amazing things they make with code. It is for anyone up to the age of 18. And it is showcasing the incredible things that you make with coding. We say digital technology, and we really mean anything digital here. So it's anything that you've created that uses coding, computing, technology. You can enter it into Coolest Projects and share it with the world. You can do this in quite a few different ways. So one is that we have an online event that is open to any young person anywhere in the world. And we also have in-person events in some countries, so you can bring along what you've made and meet up with other creators in person. And registration for the online showcase and for events is open right now. So now is your time to enter your projects and show others the cool things that you have made. So how does it work exactly? You enter your project in the Coolest Projects, and you can do that as an individual or in teams of up to 5. And we also have 7 different categories for Coolest Projects: Scratch, web, games, mobile apps, hardware, advanced programming, and new for 2025, an AI category. So if your project uses code or computing, digital technology in any way, there is a home for it at Coolest Projects. Projects are also welcome at absolutely all levels, from beginner all the way through to advanced. So if you're making your very first ever project in Scratch, for example, or you're having your first try at making a website, that's perfect. Please submit it to Coolest Projects. We want to see what you've made. And also, if you've got something that you've been working on for a long time that you love, that's quite advanced, we'd love to see that too. And projects don't have to be complete to be submitted. So if you've got an idea or work in progress, something that you're spending a bit of time on, we'd love to see it just as it is. No need to be finished. And for Coolest Projects, you can make something brand new, get inspired and make a new project like the web project we're going to see today. Or you can share something that you've already made and that you are proud of. And you've got loads of opportunities to do this. So registration is open right now. And for our online showcase, it stays open until the 28th of May. For the online showcase, you send us your project, either as a little video or a link to a Scratch project. Tell us a bit about it, and then you can share it in our online project gallery for the whole world to see. Everyone who participates will also get personalized feedback on their project, some really cool certificates, and we'll have a big celebratory live stream on the 25th of June 2025, where we'll celebrate each and every project that we receive, and we'll also have some really cool VIP judges picking their favorite projects too. And we've got some in-person events that you can come along to if you're in that country. So we are going to be in the USA on the 5th of April. Coolest Projects is coming to the UK in Bradford on the 17th of May. And we're also in Belgium on the 26th of April. And we've got even more events coming up later in the year. So Coolest Projects is also coming to Ghana, India, Malaysia, Nigeria, South Africa, Hungary as well, I think, and a few more, and dates for all of those are still to be announced. So if you are looking for an event and there is one near you in that country, then please do get involved. All of our events are listed on the Take Part page. So it's online.coolestprojects.org/take-part is where you can find updated listings and register for the events. So that's where you can come for Coolest Projects. We would love to see you there. But I'll just show you a little bit more about our online showcase if you are planning to enter your project there. So our online gallery is absolutely full of projects. Last year, we had over 4,000 projects made by 7,000 young people from 43 countries, so truly worldwide. And the online showcase is not just great for showing off your project, with friends, with family, with people around the world. But it's also an amazing place to get loads of inspiration for what to make next. So you can go and have a look and find us there. And I've got a nice quote here from Mark, who's a volunteer at one of our code clubs. whatever level you are at is the right level for the online showcase. If you want to make something, whatever you've made, whatever you're dreaming up, Coolest Projects is the place for it. Beginner to advanced, so we'd really encourage you to get involved. And there is a lot of help out there to make your own projects. So the place I would always recommend that you start if you're looking for ideas and inspiration is the project site. So projects.raspberrypi.org, it's up there on the screen. And I've put a little heart around web design. This is one of our paths on the project site, and there are some incredible step-by-step instructions that really take you through all the basics on how to make your own project, customize it, build the whole thing. And you can also see that there's loads more paths too. I think for the project site, we are at literally hundreds and hundreds of projects now. So there's a lot to choose from. There's a lot out that you can have a look at. But today we are going to talk about web. And if you have any questions or if you need any help for Coolest Projects, you want to know a little bit more, please do get in touch. I'm Helen. I am the other end of the inbox. So if you email hello@coolestprojects.org, you will get me and I will come straight back to you. We are on hand to help you out with questions about projects that you want to make, any queries about events, how to get there, how to make it work. That's what we're for. So please do get in touch if you have any questions. You can also find all this information on coolestprojects.org, which is our website. So that is us. I wanted to tell you a little bit about Coolest Projects, and I'm now going to hand over to Mr. C. Hello.
Hey, how's it going?
Who's going to take you through a web project, which is the perfect thing to make if you want to enter our Coolest Projects web category. Over to you.
Thanks very much. Awesome. Thanks. Hey, everybody. How's it going? Mr. C here, just going to talk you through a bit of a web project. And so if you don't know about web, like that's anything that runs on the internet, websites, and those sorts of things. And when we talk about web, we're generally talking about working in HTML, which is a markup language, and CSS, which is cascading style sheets. And those two sort of markup languages work together to produce really cool looking websites. And to make a really cool looking website today, we're going to keep it simple. We're going to just go through the basics of working in HTML for you, running one of the projects on our project site, which you can see is called Recipe this week. So if we can just get that popped up on the screen, get my screen shared and you guys can see what I'm up to. So we're running a project here on the project site called Recipe that works in HTML and CSS. Okay, so here you can see my screen and I'm sharing the project on our project site called Recipe. And this one here is going to take us through a really simple basic startup working in HTML and CSS to make a website that will make a recipe here we can see for our banana milkshake. So that's what we're going to do for our project site. Here you can see a nice little picture and header, all that sort of stuff. We're going to build that in HTML and CSS starting from an absolutely blank page. So moving forward, our ingredients. So you can see here in the project site, we've got the little ticked boxes and this link here that says open the starter project. So that's our first step. You see here, it pops open our code editor and we've got this empty sheet here and you can see on the right, pops open a blank page. So we've got a lovely little HTML sheet here with our tags popped in for the head and the body and the HTML. So break our web page into different sections. So the head, you won't actually see it. That contains a lot of the information that it needs when it loads the page. But inside here, inside our body tags, that's where we put all the stuff that's going to show on our web page. And so we can see here at the start, the first bit we want to do, we've opened our starter project. So let's move on. Inside the body section, like I was saying before, so everything in the head, you don't see it on the website. That's all the meta information for loading the website. Your browser looks at that info and that helps it bring things up on the website in the right way. What we want to do is pop this code into our project. So we've got banana milkshake here, H1. I'm going to take that across and pop it in the code editor. Okay, and you can see that when I pop tags in, so if I type my own tags here, it gives me the start and end tag. So we've got our H3, which is a heading, and H1, which is an even bigger heading. Okay, and so you see when I put that in, I get a start tag here, and I get an end tag here. And you see the difference is that little slash in the beginning. So everything I put in here is going to come out in header 3. So let's get rid of that. So you can see here, header 1, header 3. So that's big writing and a slightly smaller writing. When I click run, pops up. Okay, so I've got my header here, my H1 heading is really big and my H3 heading is really small. So what happens if I change this to, let's say, 2 and rerun it? You see it will go bonk, slightly bigger. All right, we can change that back. I mean, we can go all the way to like 5, right? But once you start getting that low, it's really not there's no point. You might as well just be using regular text. So I'll run it and make it 2. Yeah, 2 is good. So you can see here, I've set up my page. I've got my heading, banana milkshake. My next heading is my subheading, my ingredients. I've got both of those like they've asked for. Tick the box. Okay. We're now going to do an unordered list. Fantastic. So an unordered list is what you would probably know as bullet points. An ordered list is numbered, so they're like the numbers you get 1, 2, 3 in your paragraph, and an unordered list is just bullets. And so we're going to make unordered list tags, which is UL. So underneath my ingredients, I just want bullet points. So I'm going to go unordered list. And you see I get both of those tags. Fantastic. Mine looks like that. Great. Next step. Click run to view my web page. We've already done that, and I can see my 2 headings, so I can run it again. Okay, because there's no text in my list, it's not showing me anything. So we'll put some in there. So what do I need for my recipe? I need 1 banana. I run that. Okay, 1 banana. And then what else do I want? 1 cup of milk. I want 5 milliliters vanilla essence. Bit of nutmeg. What else do I want? Oh, 2 scoops of ice cream. Let's think. What else do I want in my milkshake? That'll probably do for now, I think. I think that's good. 1 cup of milk, 2 scoops of ice cream. Yeah, that's about right. That's what I want from my ingredients. Fantastic. And then I can run. Ah, interesting. Why has it done that? So, more list items. So if I run them just like that, I forgot to put my list item tag. Of course I did. So I can go like this, list item. Okay. So what I did was I made a list, but I didn't tell it what all the items were, right? It thinks everything is one big item, and you can see when I ran it that it did that. So we'll debug it here. Okay, and remember, debugging is basically like being in a murder mystery where you are the detective and the villain, right? Because you did all these things, and you just have to go and find every single one of them and work out what it's doing wrong. Okay. And then this guy, you can go back in here. And then, great. And then I'll pop this tag on the end. Okay, so now I have my unordered list, and I have each one of my list items is marked down in a tag with opening and closing as its own list item. I run it now. Ah, cool. Right, but that's going to drive me nuts if I don't fix that capital N at the beginning of nutmeg. Okay, great. So you can see here now I've got my unordered list, each list item, my header above, my top heading, my title is H1. It's starting to take shape, it's starting to look like a recipe now, all right? That's cool. So I've done that, I ran my list, I added more list items, the whole thing's looking good. So now for my method, I need an ordered list, right? Of course, because you don't want them to be like higgledy-piggledy, right? When I'm getting my bananas and all that stuff, doesn't matter what order they're in. But the steps of your recipe, that matters, right? So we're going to give that an ordered list. We give a number to each step so that people follow them in the right order. So to do that, we need another heading. Let's get another heading. So pop up, and now I'm going to go H3, and it's going to be method. All right, whoop, no, bad spelling. There we go. Awesome. Okay. Oh, I put it inside my list. I don't want that. That's no good. I want that to be under my list. There we go. Now when I run it, much better. Okay, cool. We're getting there. It's getting there. Next bit. Tick box. Cool. Click run. Yeah, I did do that. That's right. And I didn't add it in the right place, but it's there now. So that's cool. So as part of my ordered list, remembering my list item tags this time, peel the banana and add it to a blender. Right, okay. So underneath this guy, OL, right? And then I want tag LI tag, and it's giving me N. That's fantastic. So what did it say the first step was? Peel the banana, put it in the blender. Okay, peel your banana and put it in the blender. Great. Okay. So what's the next step for making that? So I've got my banana, add milk and bad spelling there. Other ingredients to the blender. Cool. Put the lid on the blender really tight. So if anyone has ever not done that, you'll realize why I'm reminding myself to do that, because I have not put the lid on a blender before and it ends up covering your entire kitchen in milkshake, and then you have no milkshake and a massive mess to clean up, and that's a double bummer. So remember to put the lid on the blender really tight. Peel your banana, put it in the blender, milk and other ingredients blender, put the lid on the blender really tight. Whiz the milk in the blender. Ooh. Cool. Oh, I keep doing typos today. My fingers are cold, I think. Right. There we go. Open the blender. Whiz the milkshake in the blender to smooth and frothy. Open the blender. Oh no, I need to make that list item first. Ah, so typos. Horrendous. Okay, there we go. Drink your milkshake. Oh, drinking milkshake. Drinking milkshake. Okay, so let's see. If I run that now, I should get. Hey, there we go. Numbered list. Fantastic. Right, looking good. Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Awesome. Working with colors. Yeah, this is always the best bit, right? When you get to pick all the cool colors for your website, that's the most fun part. So click on the style CSS file in the sidebar. Okay. Style. Right. Okay, so the style sheet here, the CSS sheet, right? This is where you give a bunch of instructions about how you want your site to look. Like I'm going to show you right now, we're going to put the colors in here, right? But everything, you can do it from the layout, the size of the borders around your picture, whether the pictures have round corners or pointy corners, anything you can think of, you can pop it in the style sheet, right? And then instead of having to do all the code in the HTML, that's just setting up the way everything is laid out. So like you saw here, I literally just have, this is the content of the page, and this is how I'm going to lay it out, right? I want headers, I want content here. This one is how all of it looks, all right? And so that's what we're going to mess with now. So this is the fun part of the CSS. So we're going to take this body, right? So we say all the body stuff, everything inside the body tag, I want the main color of that to be blue, right? So we run that, and now it's blue. Cool, right? So we could say like red, yeah, cool, right? And then if you notice, right, so that's giving me all of these different options of colors, right? Indian red, orange red, pale violet red. So these are all names of colors that exist inside web development, okay? On the project, so we've done that one. There's a list of colors here. So these color list pops up, and the really cool thing is it recognizes all of these colors, not only by name, right? So blue, CSS name is the one that we want for this one, or the hex code. You can use either one. Okay, the hex code allows you to tinker, so you could change one of these little digits by one, and it would like slightly tweak the color a little bit. But the names are recognized as like web color names. Okay, in CSS, you can just type that name for the color, and it's recognized. Right, chartreuse. Okay, khaki, tomato, light salmon. Right, all of these names are colors that you can just type their name in. Right, you can select it from here and copy it. Right, let's try light salmon. Light salmon is not the color I'm going to go with, but just to show you the example. Okay, so we can go through here and like, let's pick a kind of banana-y color, right? Like I want banana milkshake, gold. Yeah, give me gold. Okay, code editor, gold, run. Yeah, all right, that's cool. So here's my list of colors. Click run to see the change result. So we did that. I chose yellow. Okay, select your index.html file in the sidebar. Add a horizontal line at the end of your recipe using the HR tag. Okay, cool, we can do that. So back to this index.html file. Okay. Add a horizontal line at the end of your recipe using the HR tag. Yeah, we can do that. All the way down. Remember, it's got to stay inside the body tag, so we don't want to put it underneath this /body tag, because then it will be off the bottom of the page, and we don't want that. Okay, we don't want it outside of these tags. We need it inside here. So underneath there, I want the HR. Okay, cool. No, I don't need to go to my colors. Yeah, great. Click run to see the line. Okay, run. Bam, there's my line. Nice. Click. The line you just added doesn't match the style of the rest of your web page. I know, I just got to say that. Like, it's this horrible black line across my exceptionally banana colored page. Switch back to style. Add some CSS to set the style of the line. Okay, cool. CSS. Okay, background color. Right, so something horrendous. Yeah. Cool. All right. Now we're getting there, right? So you can see that we can change these. I can change the height here, 2 pixels, 7 pixels. Pow. All right. So pixels, px is the number of pixels it takes up on your screen. Okay. So the bigger that number is, the fatter the line is going to get. All right. Let's just do something real crazy. Okay. But then we'll just take it back, and that will be our end line. Okay. Great. Click run to see the new style. Yeah, and it changed it. Fantastic. Use a style to change the bullet points to squares instead of circles. Okay, cool. So let's go back to here. Yeah, I want it in my CSS. Yes, I do. Great. Run. Bam. And you can see they become squares. Actually, let's go, because that is a hard color to see. So let's go for something that's easier to see. Just for now. There we go. Okay, so you can see that my bullets have gone square. All right, that's cool. Run to the new shape to do that. Challenge. Okay, so what challenge did we then set? The background color page by adding a background attribute to your body. Cool, yeah, I'll do that. So little cheeky copy paste trick for you guys. So if you grab the whole line, that's great. If you grab the line and the very top character, so just that last little empty character of that line there, copy. When we go to our text here, click at the end of that line and push V, pow, all right, paste, and it adds it to the extra line for me. So you don't have to do all that funky stuff. You can just keep pasting extra lines. So if I keep doing that, right, it adds it to the next line. And I don't want any of those. I just want one. Okay, so now I can go back to gold here because we're about to do some really cool stuff with the background. Right, so what color do we want the background to be? Yeah, cool. Okay, so we can tinker with these colors now. We can mess with all those sorts of things. So I've got my green background, my banana milkshake. That's awesome. I can get people to leave a review. That's cool. And I can add an image. Awesome. So image gallery. Here's some HTML code to help me. Right. Okay, so there's a little clue here. So I haven't got, it's not going to tell me what to do. It just says choose an image from the pictures tab and put it on my page. Right, so I don't have a step-by-step on doing this because this is the challenge step, right? So I'm going to work this one out myself. But I've been given this bit of code at the bottom that says, here's some HTML code to help. So image src, right, equals name of image. So this is a picture tag. So this I can take. img src is for image source. Where do it goes in here, right? It doesn't go in my style because it's in triangular tags. So it goes in this one. It's in my body, not in my head. Where do I want my picture? Above or below the header? Let's put it above. Okay, so image is name of image. Right, so I need to find out what it's called. There's a bunch of things in here I can use for my recipe. Banana.jpg. Okay. Banana.jpg. Great. So now when I run it, hey, look at that. Sweet. Banana picture, banana milkshake, ingredients. Actually, I want to see what it looks like underneath the title. So I'm going to pop it there. I'll run it again. I think it's better under the title, to be honest. I'm going to leave it under the title. I like that more. Okay. Yeah, we did that one. Cool. I will ask my. I'm going to make the milkshake. I'm going to make the milkshake this afternoon. I'm going to get some reviews. Okay, what can I do now? Sweet. So we've done it. We made our website, right? And now we can, like, once we've got our website here, we can add more content. We can make another page. We can do all these sort of tinkery bits. You know, I can make do different things with the text. Can add more stuff. That's super cool. I'm quite pleased with that. Banana milkshake. Preview a new tab. Bam, and there it is as a website. Awesome. Cool. So like that website. How cool is it, right?
Amazing.
Right? And I could like submit that now. That's a Coolest Projects project, right? Like that's done. It's ready to go. Like, well, it's not ready to go. I want to tinker it a little bit more. I think when I get off the call, I might play with it, like center the text in the top and stuff, but put a border on the picture maybe. But like, that's it, right? I could submit that for Coolest Projects. Like that's a totally ready to go Coolest Project.
Yeah. And if people watching along want to find the instructions, they are at rpf.io/recipe. So you can watch this back, you can code along. And we would love to see your individual recipes. So this is a banana milkshake that obviously I want to make at home. And then I can leave you a review. But we want to find all different kinds of recipes. So if you want to try this out, make your own project, you can then do your own recipe, customize it, put everything in there. And this is the perfect project that you can customize and add to Coolest Projects, which is really straightforward. If you do want to enter this project to the showcase, it's really straightforward. So go to the Take Part page on our website, which is scrolling along the bottom of the screen. And there's a few questions there to help you enter your project to the showcase. So for a web project like this one, you would make your project, and then all we'd ask you to do is take a little video of it. So the best thing to do, you can do this on a phone. It can be really short, 30 seconds, and just take a little video, show us what you've made on screen, take us behind the scenes in the code. We always love to see what code you've written when we're reviewing them. That's what we're looking for. So have a little look at the code, take a picture of your project, show us in a video. And then if you put that video and upload it onto either YouTube or Vimeo, make sure that it is set to public so we can see it. That's my top tip for entering the Coolest Projects online showcase. I spend a lot of time going back on emails to lots of you saying, we really want to see your project, but it's private, so I can't. So top tip, set it to public, publish it on YouTube or Vimeo, and then send us the link and enter in coolestprojects.org/take part. Because we want to see your project. If you've got any questions, please get in touch with us. We love seeing what you've made. We love having a chat to you. And if you want to make this project and bring it along to an in-person event as well, please do. Again, same website, enter your project to an event. And maybe you could bring along a banana milkshake as well as a laptop with your project on it and show us what you've made.
Awesome.
Thanks so much,
Nice
Mr.
one.
C.
My pleasure. I'd love to see you. Great.